going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's NBA picks are for Friday, May 16. We got Game 6 in New York, Celtics, Knicks. I'm excited to talk about this one in today's video. I'm going to talk the total. I'm going to talk the spread. We're going to talk about anything that I think you guys should consider from a betting perspective. And keep in mind, I go over every game every day here on my YouTube channel, and that includes MLB baseball. So if you want a channel with a lot of daily free picks, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and put your favorite plays in the comment section below. I read and reply to all comments. Yesterday, man, was just one of those days where the free pick I gave out in the video, the over in that Game 6 in Denver, cashed pretty easy. Almost 3,000 people watched that video. So hopefully a lot of you guys made some profit off that game, off my free pick. In premium, I actually had a losing day, believe it or not. I have a couple in the mix. 0-2. I had 4 wagers I really liked, but as the money came into the markets, as I relooked over some numbers, the line really not budging, I couldn't get there. It would have been 3-1 with those 4 particular wagers. I ended up only firing 2 rather small plays. One was 1 unit, another was 1.5 units. I went 0-2. I liked Oklahoma City Thunder in that game. I thought the Joker went crazy. I mean, he did go crazy in that Game 5 in Oklahoma City. I just thought he would not be able to repeat that performance. And although I mentioned in my video that I thought the role players would step up for Denver at home, I just didn't know somebody would have their career game. So, yeah, is what it is. I integrated the Oklahoma City money line into a double result and then into another parlay as well. Just wanted to play the money line. I wasn't even happy about laying points on the road, so I avoided that. Came up with 2 creative plays and lost them both. Is what it is. I'm still on a 29-9 run in the NBA, I should say. Season to date, above a 500 winning record, down a couple of units, a little over a unit, I should say. MLB doing just fine. My bounce back days have been strong. I'm looking forward to today, man. We got some more action. It's a new day. You guys see my results from 2024. I'm ready to get after it. Let's go ahead and pick this game. Let me bring up Outlier Sports. And we'll go over it, man. We will go over it. Outlier Sports. There's Outlier Sports. Good old Outlier. So let's click on this game. Let's click on this game. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? Well, let's look at the Celtics offense. Well, no, let's throw all this out the window because no Jason Tatum's in there. The numbers are skewed. Let's just go ahead and use some common sense and gut feeling in today's game. Look, at the end of the day, I was all over Boston. I told you guys it was my game of the year. I had, 5 wagers on that day. I went a perfect 5-0, up over 8 units of profit. It was a massive day. Now we have a tricky situation. The line is, what are we looking at here? 2.5. 2.5. Wow, the line looks short to me. The line looks like the books are really nervous here. I mean, is the whole world going to be jumping in on the Knicks? Let's look at some public betting information. Yeah, a lot of people on the Knicks, man. Not as bad as I thought, though, to be honest with you guys. Not as bad as I thought. 65% of bets right now against the spread are on New York. Only 60% of the money, but I think it's smarter to look at the money splits on the money line. I think at least most people in this industry, most people that are going to bet on this game, they're just going to pick a side. We got a spread of 2.5 points. I think most of the money, most of the handle on this game is made up on the money line. So we can see there on the Knicks, it looks a little bit better. 59% of bets made on the money line are on the Knicks, 68% of the money. So that looks a little bit better for New York. Now, I will say this, and I've said it repeatedly on this channel for years. If you like a short underdog, man, take the points. Take as many points as they'll give you. If you like Boston, we've already seen them collapse multiple times. Take as many points as they're going to give you if you like the Celtics in this game. If you like the Knicks in this game, just play the money line. It's -138. Do you really need every extra little penny? Don't be laying that 2.5. This game could be competitive. It could be close. It could come down to a clutch game winner from Brunson. I mean, just the way you would think you would draw it up. So if you like New York, please play the money line. If you like Boston, please take as many points as you can get tomorrow. That's my advice first and foremost. Now, before we talk the total in this game, I do want to tell you guys about a pretty big opportunity. You guys are getting exactly what you've been asking for. I read all the comments. I know you guys are competitive. A lot of you actually think you can hang with the pros in the sports betting industry It's time to prove it. You guys got to put your money where your mouth is. Here's the opportunity for you. May 19th, a 1-week competition versus me, versus other pros, versus celebrities. You guys know I'm one of the people on the SoBet platform. They've opened up the floor. They've given you guys an opportunity, a public tournament here, chance at $5,000, and probably more importantly, to make a name for yourself. I read all the comments. I know you guys claim to go on these big runs and have track records as good as some of the best people in the industry. I don't buy it, but here's your chance to prove it, man. Beat me, beat all the other people in the competition. Really simple. I'll put the link down in the description of this video. Make sure you guys use code Dan's Rants to ensure you get an entry into the tournament. Super straightforward. It is $15. You're going to get an entry into this 1-week tournament on SoBet, and you're also going to get an entire month of access to the SoBet platform, which has dozens of professionals on there giving out picks. So you'll have access to those people if that's something you're interested in. But mainly, guys, huge 1-week opportunity, $5,000 available. Take your shot at it. Make a name for yourself. If you have any questions, put those down in the comment section below. I'll read and reply to all questions and comments. But yeah, man, here's your chance, right? You guys love to talk shit. I love to talk shit. But I show up every day with my results. You guys got to do it too, man. Get involved. It's only $15. And like I said, the added value, you'll get a full month to the SoBet platform as well. I'm going to be giving out a couple of picks for free on the SoBet platform. You'll be able to follow me once you're on there. So it's kind of a double whammy here, an entire month of value for $15. No brainer. Get involved. See if you can win this tournament. Let me know if you have any more questions down below. So we got the total here at 210. 210. You know, part of the reasoning why I like the Celtics so much in that last game, part of the reasoning why I max bet their team total, the spread at an alternative number, the first half, the money line integrated into some parlays. I think you could make the argument that they're better without Tatum. Look, they're 9-2. Actually, that was prior to the game. Now they're 10-2. The Celtics are 10-2 without Jason Tatum. He's just one of those guys where when he's on the floor, you know, you want to get him his touches. You got to make sure he at least touches the ball. But he settles. He settles for threes. He doesn't go to the rim. He's kind of soft. Yeah, he picks apart, you know, the rebounds and some other statistical categories, but he just has no dog in him, man. He's kind of one of those soft regular season guys, kind of a stat patter type of a guy. Just has no dog in him. No Ant Edwards, no Michael Jordan, no Kobe. Just doesn't have that genetics, I guess you could say, that attitude. And when you don't have Jason Tatum out there, yes, Jaylen Brown's kind of taken over now, but when you got Pritchard and White and Jaylen Brown and Hauser, I mean, when you have all these guys on the floor, it's just kind of a smorgasbord as far as like who gets the touches, who's going to shoot the ball, you know, blah, 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 blah. When Tatum's out there, it kind of screws up the flow because you want him to have the ball. You can't like disclude him. But if he's like not having a good night, then it's kind of frustrating. And the flow is just not great. I like the offense better without Jason Tatum, especially, you know, in this spot, man. The only problem is like they're going to make adjustments on Jaylen Brown. So if Jaylen Brown's struggling, then all the pressure in the world's going to be on who? Derek White, Pritchard, and Hauser. I mean, Al Horford to bang some 3-pointers, you know, he's going to be left open a little bit. So that's a lot to ask out of the Celtics. I loved when the whole world was on the Knicks to close it out. Big public underdog. First game, the Celtics without Jason Tatum, so they can come in just kind of fresh and loose and just play hard with you know, some new lineups on the floor. Now there's a couple days where the coaching staff of the Knicks got to kind of, you know, rewatch film and study how certain lineups on the floor played and kind of who took the shots and how the offense ran. I think the New York Knicks are going to make a significant defensive adjustment in this game. Unfortunately, I still think Boston is too talented. So if I'm going to look at a total 210, I think I have to go over the 210. I think I have to go over. I really expect the role players for New York to do better. Anunoby, Bridges. We know Brunson's going to get his. Towns should have a big game here. Robinson been hitting his free throws. We don't know what the Celtics are going to do with that situation. Are they going to start fouling him again? I think we're going to get some offense out of the Knicks for sure. I expect them to have a better performance. And at the same time, even with adjustments made defensively against the Celtics, they still should get some points here. You know, even if the Knicks win a close game, if the Boston Celtics win a close game, 105 points apiece, that's just a really doable number. And I'd have to go over the total in this one. Hopefully the adjustments the Knicks make in this game it isn't like crazy strong. In terms of picking a side, it's tough, man. I mean, I just got to be blatantly honest with you guys. Your guess is as good as mine in terms of a full game pick here. You know, first half, first quarter, team totals, like those specific wagers, I like a lot more in this contest. Those are what I'm going to send out to the text list in premium. As far as just picking a full game side, I mean, you guys really got to let me know in the comment section. I really genuinely think your guess is as good as mine in this particular game. I was all over Boston in the last one. The line here screams Boston. You're just going to get a fucking 110% effort out of the Knicks. The Knicks know they got to get this one. Now, is that pressure on the Knicks going to make them play bad? Are the Celtics like reincarnated? Do they have new energy? Are they going to prove once again they're better without JT? I'm going to lean towards Boston. I'll take my 2.5 points in what should be a damn close ball game. And I'm just going to leave the side at that. So I'd probably have to go over 210. I think I'd have to take 2.5 points in what I think is a coin flip of a game. And again, guys, I feel much, much more strongly about some team totals, some first quarter, some first half, some stuff like that. I think those bets are the places to be in this particular game. Let's go to Insight, see if we have a prop bet here at the top for you guys to consider. What was that one way at the top? Drew Holiday failed to exceed 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists in 13 of his last 17 games versus top 10 defenses for assists allowed. So I think Drew Holiday, I know the numbers are what they are, but at the end of the day, you know, he did cover this in the last game. And now without JT, he's going to step up. So I'd be a little bit hesitant here, but you guys can write that down, something to consider there. You can also look one below him. Peyton Pritchard failed to exceed 3.5 rebounds in 8 of his last 10 games in terms of just, you know, going against teams that are good in rebounding, a top 10 defensive team in rebounding. So Peyton Pritchard under 3.5 rebounds, maybe consider it. He should be getting a lot of minutes. So be wary of that. And then Drew Holiday, you know, maybe under on PRA there. So 2 things to consider from the Celtics side in terms of props. If you want to go through all these dozens of prop bets that have a high hit rate and good, you know, data-driven statistics, you guys can hop on here on Outlier. I put a link in the description to Outlier software. I got a full week's trial for you. Free, completely free, a full 1 week's trial. You hear it in all my videos. I don't know how you guys aren't just chomping at the bit to get on this platform. All the tools, all the data. You guys can really make some money here using Outlier software. So at least take advantage of the free trial. Link in the description. And that's Friday, man. That's Friday. We got some bonus basketball coming up. We got a game 7 out there in the Western Conference. So looking forward to going over that game with you guys as well. Again, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video if you haven't already. And hey, it's time to show up and put your money where your mouth is. Join that SoBet competition. It's $15. You also get all the picks there on the SoBet platform as well for $15, an entire month of picks over there on that SoBet platform. So check out SoBet, get entered into that 1 week competition, make yourself some money, make a name for yourself, have some fun at the very, very least. And, you know, just measure yourself for a full week against the pros. That's what I would recommend. I'll see you in the next video.